Hey everybody, I hope you are well. The next few weeks I'm going to be dedicating to single ladies out there who want a committed and long-term relationship. So if that is you, then please continue listening. If you know someone who this could apply to, continue listening as well, and then recommend that to subscribe to my email list or they visit me on my website and they can get content every week. So I've taken some time to develop what I'm calling the Mr. Right Playbook. Find the king to your queen. And through the next coming weeks, there will be lessons or plays every week that I will dedicate to this cause. So chess is a remarkable game. The main goal is to eliminate, or rather take ownership of, the opposing team's king. In order to properly understand chess, one needs to know how each piece moves and operates so that the moves you do make help secure victory. The second part is to almost predict how the opposing team is going to play. All in all, it is a rather fun and rewarding game in the end. There are basic and middle level pieces in chess as well as high level pieces. The basic and middle pieces are, you've got your pawns. These are very basic, nothing really special about them. They move one block forward at a time and they attack diagonally when there is another piece in front of them. Then you've got your rooks. These are your middle class pieces. These can move either up and down or left to right for any number of blocks that you choose. You've got your knights, which move in the shape of a 7 or an L for a total of 4 blocks. And then you've got your bishops, which move diagonally for any number of blocks that you choose. The high class pieces are the queen. This is where you come in. This is a high level piece that can move in any direction for any number of blocks that she chooses. Then you've got your king, a high level piece that can move the same in any direction, but for only one piece at a time. However, the queen wants the king in order to win the game. So, for me, I like to eliminate a lot of the pieces on the board first, like a truly skilled hunter, until only a few pieces remain with the king in order to secure a checkmate. This is where the king cannot move anywhere without being vulnerable. There is something unique about the process of eliminating the middle and lower class pieces on the board, which I'm using as a metaphor for the ideas behind the Mr. Right Playbook. You are the queen and you want your king. Once one captures the queen in chess, however, the odds are in their favor, because the queen is rare and highly sought after in the game. It is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. You, ladies, are that woman. So, a real king, one who is looking for his queen, will be drawn to the authenticity and self-respect that a woman naturally possesses, as well as her unique grace. A woman like this is rare for men to find. Why is it that you are lowering your standards for certain men who seem to be so charming and amazing at the beginning, yet ultimately end up hurting you and reinforcing the all men are the same stereotypical question? Perhaps you have even stood your ground and not allowed your expectations to be lowered by the actions of a man, resulting in you being unfairly labeled as difficult, high maintenance, or demanding. Ladies, I know these are unfair things to be called. As a man who has always believed in chivalry and respect, while admiring the beautiful qualities many women possess, I can confidently say that if another man adopts the lousy behavior that you will not tolerate and he subsequently chooses to unfairly categorize you as being high maintenance or something similar, he is not a true Mr. Right and he's not ready for a committed relationship. I want to talk about your self-worth and your grace. Self-worth and grace are not impossible to cultivate, or rather to identify within us. These are basically associated with respect. I can guarantee that if you are the kind of woman who is looking for a serious and long-term committed relationship, then you would already possess these qualities. The trick to having these qualities is how you let a man know you have them, through your verbal and your physical communication to us. There are men who will behave in certain ways that will automatically gain your favor because they are matching your expectations, and this feels comfortable and easy for you. Sometimes, though, we do tend to misbehave, either by making inappropriate jokes or advances that you may not approve of. How would you react in those situations? Will you pretend like nothing is wrong and continue to allow that behavior? or will you respectfully let us know that we have crossed a boundary and you need to communicate that with us? If we have said or done something that has offended you, firstly, I'd like you to know that it is not always intentional, and that not all men are trash. Secondly, know that the right kind of man will recognize your standards and will try his best to match your level of respect and standards. How you respond to the behavior of a man will help him identify whether you are a powerless woman or one who has a high level of self-worth and grace. There is something truly attractive about a woman with dignity. I can remember through various stages of my life, ladies, that I can remember women who have had an enormous impact on me. And even though those may not have always resulted in romantic relationships, I've always remembered the power of that attraction. These women have had a high level of respect for themselves and for other people. They were independent to at least a reasonable degree, and they were desirable, either through their gentle nature or their interests or something similar like that. These, I believe, are three ingredients that help create a powerful and lasting attraction: respect, independence, and desire. I've spoken about respect prior to this formula. I will talk about independence and desire later in the program. Now, I know something that does come up is disappointment. The initial disappointment rather, but I want to talk very briefly about initial disappointment versus long-term regret. So I touched on the topic of eliminating other pieces in the game of chess, the pawns, the bishops, the rooks. And when it comes to dating, these middle and low class pieces are what you could call your players and your time wasters. Doing this is fundamental for you to be left with only the best man, or with at least a few suitable candidates. There will inevitably be times where a man is not ready for the commitment that you are seeking, and this may only become evident after a few weeks of dating. This is reasonable, and while it may be disappointing, especially if he is quite a dish, it is necessary to avoid the pain and regret of a failed relationship later on. There will be key indicators throughout this program that will help you to identify whether a man is interested in you or is merely looking for some fun with very little regard for your standards and your feelings. So, what will this playbook that I'm creating do for you? The lessons or plays in this book will help you to transcend to a place where your standards are valued and you have an irresistible power that draws the right kind of men towards you. Just like the queen in chess, you will be equipped with secrets and talents that will make you the most powerful player on the field. You will be able to eliminate the players, eliminate the time wasters, and draw out the attention of the finest man, the king, to your queen. The purpose of revealing these secrets is to help eliminate the pain that you feel when a guy either loses interest in you, disappears from your life, or has commitment issues, so that you can find the right kind of man who has similar feelings that you do and wants a long-term committed relationship. I encourage you to continue engaging with this powerful and insightful content as it is released. The overall aim of the playbook, ladies, is to cultivate an insanely powerful attraction from a man that will lead to a long-term commitment while enforcing your expectation framework. Now, the expectation framework I like to call your standards, your expectations, your boundaries, and your tolerances. You reinforce this instead of relying solely on your ability to be nice to men, which many women naturally and already are. There is a common misbelief that one cannot be nice and assertive at the same time. However, without disregarding that sweet and unique niceness that you already possess, the goal is to ensure that you are respected throughout the process of dating and into the relationship, with the unique ability to be nice while upholding your boundaries and expectations. The right man, the king, will naturally be so attracted to you because he has respect for who you are and what you stand for. How you communicate this to him will be revealed throughout this program. So, who is this playbook for? Do you desire to express who you truly are, but you are afraid to do this in case you don't attract the attention of your crush? Are you looking for the man whose actions and morals align with yours, with your desire rather for a committed long-term relationship. The secrets that will be revealed over this course of this program are intended for the type of woman, the queen, who is hoping to attract a real king towards her. This king will be a man with great leadership qualities, confidence, a strong sense of respect for his personal boundaries and standards, the expectation framework. He knows what he wants from life, and he really understands and appreciates the value of all relationships, and just like you, he is looking for commitment. The long-term goal for a committed relationship is that it will either lead to marriage or at least a conscious coupling, which is an idea that I got based on the conscious uncoupling that Vishen Lakhiani and his wife went through, Vishen Lakhiani being the founder of Mind Valley. You, as the queen, are not looking for a man who will put his desires before yours, and you are tired of being walked all over. The man you are looking for will be one who truly respects you right from the start, at very first encounter, and will continue this behavior throughout the relationship. You have never felt more ready to be in a serious and committed relationship, and you have qualities that you wish to freely reveal while allowing your grace and self-worth to shine through. Naturally, while your king respectfully acknowledges your expectation framework. We will talk about the expectation framework in the next video, the next lesson, or the next play, however you want to word it. So ladies, I know I spent a lot of time reading, but it is something that I've written. It's something that I've done some research on, and the best way, of course, for me to deliver it to you is to either memorize it, it's quite a lot to memorize, or to read as I've written from the heart. So if you like this content, I do encourage you to look out next week for the next lesson. Please subscribe to my emailing list. I'll put a link in the bottom of this video. Visit my website if you want as well. I will then send you this content every week. If you miss it, you will get the written document as well as a link to the video and the podcast as well. Ladies, I'm doing this for you. You know, I value relationships and I respect them, and as I said during the whole reading process, I know what it's like to be treated badly, and I don't appreciate that because I don't treat others badly. I believe in chivalry, I believe in respect. I open the door for women. I offer to pay for the first date. I offer to drive and fetch the woman if we are going out on a date. These are the small qualities that you want to find in a man, and there are a lot bigger ones as well, which we'll get into. But ladies, I'm doing this for you because I can relate to your desire for a long-term committed relationship, and I can sympathize with you, and I can offer you secrets and tricks and plays that will help you really filter out the players and the time wasters, so you are only left with a very small selection of the finest men out there. Ladies, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend, and until next time, with love, Emeraldi.